Didn't know I fucking knew that guy.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
I've known him for a while. Actually, you're saying like 20-some years. I was like, start adding it up. It's pretty close, like 18 years. I've known that guy.
What you got, man? Been gone for a week.
Yes, sir.
Totally gone for a week. Just up in the chat. For last what? Wednesday.
Yeah.
Feel good, man. Think I might pop some real quick shows off during the week next week. Work's kind of crazy, man. They're expecting a lot from me now. I don't know why.
Expecting a lot.
I don't know what I'm doing. I ain't doing anything good. I'm just doing my normal shit. They're not good, not good. But I don't want to, bro.
You don't want him? You don't want him? Why not?
They you know what? They got smart, bro. They got smart in my word. They're just gonna send the vice principal or the principal to go talk to Mike. So, hey, Mike, why don't you go out there and watch the track and field? Go make sure all the kids are good at track and field. The principal tells me that, dude.
The principal tell you that?
The principal comes up to me and says, "Hey, you mind going down there and watching the kids over there?"
I know, because
I got them in check, bro. I got them in check like my own, bro. You know what I mean? They don't mess around. They don't do stupid shit when I'm there.
well, the thing is, like, we haven't. I know I've been waiting for you to do your daily shows and stuff like that, and
I liked them, man. I liked them, man, like everybody else did. But it was tough for me to get off, and then I don't want to do a show for an hour, bro, and then bounce. You know what I mean? Or 45 minutes.
With doing a show for an hour, they just love the content. Content is content. It doesn't matter if it's 30 minutes. You got to get on and do it.
If I rant, bro, for about 45 minutes, then I don't involve myself with the chat. I need a whole hour and a half with the chat, bro. Just by
Jesus.
Raider Paul take at least about 45 minutes. Just him alone.
Just Raider Paul alone.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid.
And everybody else that bitches at me.
Well, I mean, it's warranted. As a matter of fact, let me bring it up. I don't know who it was, but I seen it. That we got I'll read it right now. Hold up.
The Yerpers Raiders podcast. Hey man, I'll check that out. Is that your channel? The Yerpers? I don't know what that is. I don't know. You haven't did the chat yet, but you got a podcast though. Check that out.
Yeah. Somebody got a podcast? Oh shit, for sure.
You see that?
J-Ro, shout out J-Ro. And this is what he says right here.
What is that?
He said let J-Ro 4373 says, so let's forfeit all 17 games this year because we're going to suck. Put the thinking. And then the other one, he says, I can't keep listening to negativity. I'm like, all right. I was gonna tell Gravy about it, but I didn't tell you guys, you know.
He commented on the show.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Why don't you just get at me and tell me? I did.
Well, I mean, you put it in the comments. I mean, that's the purpose of the comments. So you get feedback from the comments. Like, say, for example, J-Ro said, he said that. He says Raider D87 says this was the realest show since free agent yet. The fact that you brothers feel you need to defend your Raider loyalty because you question the team has been the team has been doing this for 40 years. Raider Tats, brick at the stadium, season tickets, you name it. Homies, I'm gonna say it how it is. Fuck this team bargain shopping asses to this team. This is what somebody else put. This was Raider D.
That's the way I feel. That's the way I feel.
Yeah.
So people, I understand what they're saying, bro. It ain't like I don't love my team. You know what I mean? But
yeah. Nah, I mean
you can't go out there. You can't go out there and say that we're better. You know, I don't know. People can, Lo. People do, Lo. But me, myself, personally, you can say what you want about the show, but I'm gonna voice my opinion. And if you don't like it, then keep watching. It might change. I change. I could be happy, later on. People will say, "Oh yeah, you were saying this and that." That's what's gonna happen, Lo. If everything pans out, people say, "Gravy, you and Gabe were saying this about." We never said the team sucked or they're gonna suck. We just don't like what they're doing right now. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with voicing your opinion and wanting to.
Anybody questions my fandom or my shit, then I've been watching this team 40 years just like you, bro. So,
Yeah.
and I've been dealing with the same bullshit, but you can't realistically tell me if you're my age and you've been watching this bullshit for 20 something years that you ain't pissed by now saying, you promised all this shit, and then it doesn't happen.
Yeah. I'm trying to find
I was
this
let
guy,
down,
like,
bro. I was let down, bro.
I'm trying to find the Yerps Raider podcast. I'm trying to see where it's at in the chat. I don't see it.
If he has a. Oh, he's in the Yerpjers. You see it?
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I see it. I haven't got to it yet.
Episode 4, I'm gonna upload it. Are you on YouTube, bro, or are you doing something different?
No, I'm bro. Come on, don't do that.
No, I'm asking him. I'm not asking you.
Oh, let's see where we're at.
Because he writes in the comments. I just finished episode 4.
We should be live right now on IG. I don't see what's going on. The problem is.
Yeah, Raider P down with me. Yeah, that's the way to go, bro. You know what? I'll be honest with everybody. I got out of hand. I got too pissed off, and that's just the way I am. I'm emotional about the Raiders. I'm gonna bitch about when they playing like shit, and then the next week if they fucking drop 63 on the Chargers, I'll be happy in the mud, just like everybody else. All eyes, what's up, man? My Fresno partner, what's up, all eyes? I'm seeing you, bro. Man, I was looking at my shit, all eyes, and you ain't I'm gonna make you a mod, bro. On my channel. We don't have a lot of mods on this channel.
What channel am I on? Am I on Raider Nation Live? Yeah, but sure am. I can't find it. Maybe it's on Gabe's, but it's weird. Or maybe on yours, Gravy. I don't see what. I'm trying to find.
Well, you already. He had to show us what he's on though. I was.
Yeah, there it goes. He was on yours. He's on your channel. I'm gonna go to his channel right now.
Stay on there, brother.
Well, I'm getting to.
I'm talking to him, bro. I'm talking to him.
Right here. We just Raider Nation just subscribe to your channel, bro. Let me see if I can. Show more. Oh, crap.
Well, what's the topic? What's up? What we talking about?
Hey, you know what? I was just playing Call of Duty and we just won. Shout out Tubby. We just won a match right now. And I'll put it in the. And he asked me the same shit. What's the topic for today? And I'm like, well, there's really nothing to talk about. I mean, besides, we could talk about some stuff, and we're gonna talk about some stuff. But I didn't have nothing, and like, I don't know. Everybody maybe expects us to,
we're gonna
like
be
we
here.
have this script. You know what I mean? We really don't have a script. We just talk.
We got a bunch of money, again.
Nothing. Doing nothing.
And then what are we gonna do with it? What are you guys gonna do with it? And you know what? We're going through categories, Lo. Like, okay, we didn't do shit in free agency.
Hold on, Gravy. Hold on. Before you get into it, let me get to the chat so I can tell everybody what's up. We already got 30 people in here. So I haven't even said nothing to the chat. So, welcome everybody. Raider Nation Live. Me and Gravy just getting it in. I'm your boy Lo. We got Coach Gravy right there. Ready to get 420. Should be pulling up very, very shortly. Man, hopefully everyone's doing good. Had a good weekend. Whatever, one not. We're gonna get to the chat, and then we'll start talking about it, man. So. First motherfucker in the building, Sicko. What up? So what up to all the Raider Nation? Hope to catch the live later, and always later. And as always, fuck the queefs, fuck the queefs. What up? All right, thank you, brother. Sacktown, what up? Is in the building. Sacktown Raider Mike, Raider Pete's in the building. Shout out Raider Pete. Sacktown showing love. Everyone's showing love right now. Says hit stick. What up, bro? Salute to you, man. Hope we have a good one. Says. The Europe Jersey Raider podcast. Europe fellas, what's good? Can you do me a favor and subscribe to my channel, Europe Raiders podcast? I just put it in the bottom of the chat right now. Raider Nation, what's up, bro? What's up, bro? Raider Nation, thanks for going live all the time.
Check it out, bro.
You already know what it is. Gravy, what school do you coach? That's what they're asking. Cool Kev in the building.
This year, Jason, I'm coached. At Central, East, in Fresno, Edison, Bullard, in Fresno. I went to Fresno City College, in my early year, about 8 years ago, and high school. I'm a high school coach, basically, but I coach a little team that I work at, the little 6th grade team. They're elementary school, but I'm not coaching right now because I went through a surgery and I got to be off for a month. So this next coming year, I'm not gonna be able to because I got to worry about my health and stuff. But I'm gonna get back in it. No matter how old I am, if I can still walk and run, I'll do it. Been doing it for 30 something years, 32 years of coaching. What else you got, bro? Ready Gabe in the house? No.
No, not yet. Hold on. I was just waiting for you to finish up, so I'm
done, bro. I'm done.
I guess
bro.
we were live, but I gotta hold on real quick. Gotta do something real quick. We were live on IG. Let me put it back on.
Thank you, Jason. You're a good dude, man. I was watching your shows the other day with 93 Navy vet, 93 Nev, man. He's all up in Jeff's show, showing his face now to get comfortable and start being, you know what I mean?
That's good, bro. I'm glad people are doing that,
get
bro.
Comfortable and start. Jason too. Jason Down gets on Jeff's show and they talk a lot of good stuff.
That's good, bro. I like when people start doing their podcast, bro. It's getting a little difficult to get up on here and do this stuff, and then not have people like kind of rip you to shreds over. You know what I mean? Over just you.
Best thing to do is not get mad. Don't get upset over bullshit that's on here.
Gravy was right about lobby. Let me finish saying what's up to everybody, man. Raider Pete in the building. Gravy, I'm on your page and chapter book, so that's why my patience is thin. All eyes in the building. What up? What up? Colorado about to upset Maryland. Oh shit! There we go. March Madness. I never really got into it. Tell me what up? What up, Doc? What's going on?
Freshman ball. Ready, Pete.
Yes,
Ready, Pete.
I'm here. Thank you.
Idell helmet versus the head scar to fit helmet.
Yeah, everyone's showing some love right now to everybody. Hit stick, shout out, Coach Gravy. Yeah, Raiders Europe. There you go, Ready Gabe. So it's all right there, man. Apparently, Europe. I don't know your name, brother, but if everyone's calling you Europe, he has a new podcast, so you guys go subscribe to that, man. Raider Ron, what's up, bro? Salute to you, man. Raider Nav, what up? What up, bro? Salute to you, Pete. My son starts freshman ball this summer. Any opinion on a Rydell helmet versus a head scare to fit helmet?
Those head scare helmets, they're molded to, they got molds and stuff for them. I like those. I'm hearing a lot about those instead of the old Rydell. Rydell's a good helmet to have. Either one. If you were buying it for them, I would go with the newer stuff. The scar to fit. Those are better because they're molded to their. But he's gonna grow, man. His head's gonna get big. You're gonna buy a helmet. You're gonna spend $300 almost every year. But they'll give him a helmet.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a coach. I'm just a fan. That's why we got. That's why we got Coach.
I tried to get him into it, but he thought he would get paid for it, and then you go years without getting paid coaching football. They want to. Am I gonna get paid? I haven't got paid in fucking 8 years, dude. What makes you think? That was funny, though.
Hey, you never know, bro. Well, I mean, come on, bro. Like, I mean, you know what it is.
You know, shit out of coach or nothing. He came. Am I getting paid? Right up the back.
I mean, let's keep it a buck. You know what it is with me, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? One man holding down the whole household, and you know what I'm saying? So it's like I need my paper. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna
do nothing for the kids, bro. For the kids.
I got kids, and I'm doing it for my kids. That's what I'm doing.
For the kids, though, for the game, bro. For the game.
I love the game. I love the X's and O's and stuff. I want to learn
future Raiders right there.
I want to learn the defense and everything like that. I want to learn the offense. I want to learn special teams, bro. But it's like, to be honest with you, there is no way that I'm gonna be able to do the shit that I'm doing right now and also coach, bro. This is what I can give to the game.
I can do it.
This is like, you know what I mean?
If I can do it, you can do it.
No. I'm not saying that, Gravy. But the thing is, though, it's like everybody has their part of the game. You know what I'm saying? I love watching the sport. I never thought about coaching or anything like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Never. But like, this is what I contributing to the game that I love, the team that I love. You know what I'm saying? So that's the way I'm kind of looking at it. So
I'm doing that's what I'm doing right now, though. I'm kind of concentrating. I'm saying, forget the Raiders and the bullshit they've been doing, and I'm in a big thing where they get the Sweet 16. They will start put a grip of money in there. I'm gonna get a team. You pick out of a hat and you get a team and shit, and I'm gonna see my team's gonna go. I gotta see who I'm gonna get. There's 16 of us.
Oh, there you go.
You'll find out what's up. You don't watch that? Watching that basketball.
You're saying about Zach, you talking about your show, the show, or the channel, or?
Nah, we've been doing it for a long ass time. I used to go to this bar a long time ago, and then we started this Sweet 16 like.
I know what's up.
Pick thing, and then each guy, there were 16 guys, and then so as soon as the we'll get on like a chat line, and you know we did it during the draft and shit. So we do shit like that, and then someone will pick for it. Someone will pick, and then they'll say, "Hey, Gravy, you got fucking Duke," you know, or you could get a sorry ass team that's in the Sweet 16. Doesn't matter. You just pick. So, and then one of us will win, and one of us, you get like 16 guys. It's $100, so you get $1,600. That's it. Whoever goes to the top. You're in the Final Four. I think they break you off some. I haven't done that yet. That's one that I haven't won.
Yeah. What's up? Sicko saying right here, so what free agents are out there you think could help the team or the players y'all think will be cut and we can pick? So I got a list. Shout out Sean Johnson, man. Sean Johnson's always sending me stuff. He sent me a shitload of stuff as far as what we have as far as free agents are concerned. He sent me like updated list of everybody. Also,
we haven't done shit. I got Ellis. Did we pick up that Ellis kid, or we haven't done it yet? I don't know.
So hold on, let me just read it right now. He said right here, Raiders salary cap currently carries pending $4.8 million to charge for Christian Ellis. So it went to 4.8, right? So it went to 5. Says per league sources, signed off the offer sheet with Vegas and Patriots. Now have until Monday afternoon to match the restricted on free agent tender for $3.263 million. So that's per Errol Wilson, whatever will not. So yeah, I'm not too sure about that. Who else right here? So what percentage chance would be good? AOC to play a snap this season? He'll play some freaking preseason.
He'll play preseason. I hope he don't play nothing. I hope he don't fucking play nothing. Get him out of there.
Service Low is willing to do is issue by the state. Oh, relax. Oh, hey, What? Yeah, shit. Nah. It's not man. See, now people are gonna think that I'm a douche and don't want to help kids, bro.
You shouldn't have said what you said, bro.
What did I say? That I put my own spin on whatever?
You can be helpful to the community.
You've been coaching for a long time.
You start learning that you ain't really a nice guy. See, you're the golden child of this three of us. Everybody hates me in game now. Yeah, you're the one that don't do nothing. You're innocent, bro. You're innocent.
What are you talking about, bro?
You got wings and a little halo around your head all the time, bro. I'm just checking.
Shit.
I can't lie, bro. I can't lie. Man.
You can't lie. You're lying right now. The only
I know that's why I stopped. That's why I stopped, bro.
Hey, the only reason I'm doing this is because I have felonies over my head, bro. What you talking about? And I got away with it. So I set my ass right here in this fucking chair in this room and decided not to be a fucking asshole.
You shouldn't bring up your past like that, bro.
Come on now, bro.
Now they really know how smart you are.
Oh, hey, catching 4 felonies doesn't necessarily mean that you're not smart. You just do stupid shit.
Make some bad decisions, bro.
It wasn't bad decisions. It was pretty bad.
I'm not saying I'm any better.
Oh well, yeah, but see, that's what I'm saying. It's like
more than you. Got more than you.
Like I don't want to do shit like what? What am I, Trick Daddy?
But on this show, bro, you're the golden child on this show.
Calm down, bro. Stop calling me a child. That didn't even sound right.
You're the golden man. Golden man. You're younger than me.
I don't even understand. That sounds worse.
You're younger than me, bro. So you're just a boy.
No, you're in your golden years, bro. Like
I'm in my prime right now. I got new shit in me, dude. I got recyclable parts in me right now. I'm good. I'm ready to go. What's up? Who's with me? Who's with me on this train, dude? Let's go. The new bullet train from fucking LA to Bay. Let's go. All the way down. Boom. To Las Vegas. Do it.
Yo's here, so yeah. Lowe's only here so he doesn't get fined. You ain't lying, bro. You are not lying.
He takes all the credit though. He takes it because of me. The show's like the way it is. You don't give me and Gabe no credit.
What? What are you talking about, bro?
Duct
tape low. That's what you call me. You call me duct tape.
Duct tape of the show right there, bro. Yep. Duct tape's tough, bro. Duct tape, the old school 90s, early 90s.
What up?
That's a me. Mike Guerrero in the house. Tyrese Stitches.
Low says serving tortas counts as community service. Yeah, that is. That is a lot of work. It's a lot of back-breaking work, bro. You know.
When's the last time you got your back broke?
It's so stupid.
I'm still fucking waiting. What's up? You said last night.
Fucking gravy. I don't get my back broke.
You don't get your back broke with the torta? The torta? It got to be at least 250. 5'4", 250. At least.
5'4", 250. That's minimum. That's minimum.
That's many. That's not a torta yet.
Conversation. Tyree's gonna be a fullback.
Who said that? I can imagine maybe 2 or 3 people that would say something stupid like that.
Lewis, shout out Lewis. You said tamales take all day to make.
You want a tamale, bro? Take all day to throw game to it. Then finally, you just get a kiss at the end. That's good.
That was stupid. Let's get back to it, man.
You roll it to the strip.
Get back to the roasting session.
Then you go to the strip to try to get shit you can't get.
Anyways, he was asking what free agents are out there, bro. So there's a lot right now.
Right now,
there's a lot. There's actually a lot, but I mean, it's slim pickings, kind of in a sense. So like, if you want to go, let's say, I'm gonna start from the jump. So basically, the receivers, the updated receivers, right? People are going crazy with all these other things that I've seen reports from Keenan Allen. Tyler Lockett will be a good addition to the team on the offensive side of the ball, just because the chemistry, and Lockett can kind of show his veteran experience around the quarterback. I mean, to the receiver room. You know what I mean? But Myers is pretty good, and we also got Brock Bowers and stuff like that. But as far as I've seen Amari Cooper, I haven't seen Keenan Allen. I haven't seen Keenan Allen anything as far as Keenan Allen coming out here. I've seen reports of Keenan Allen actually going back to the Chargers, stuff like that. But Stephon Diggs is a big one right now. Stephon Diggs is a big one right now, bro. But there's a lot more people out here. There's Elijah Moore, Beckham Jr., Dante Johnson, Aguilar, Robert Woods, DJ Chark, Tyler Boyd, Tony and Robinson, and DJ Turner. DJ Turner just left. You know what I mean?
He got cut.
Yeah, he got cut. So so those are the available free agents right now. But I don't know if we're gonna actually even pick somebody like this up. We might pick up fucking I think Lock is probably gonna be the best one so far.
Lockett?
Yeah.
It's the most logical. It's the one that makes the sense. The most better sense. I like Elijah. He's always been productive, but he is like, his production is like a big play. But they don't, where he's been, never use him right. You know what I mean? He's in Cleveland, dude, and they're worse than us, bro. He has quarterback after quarterback, and the guy getting hurt, and another guy coming in. You know what I mean?
Who you talking about?
Elijah Moore, Cooper.
Oh, Elijah Moore. My bad.
Elijah Moore, I like him. I've always liked Keenan Allen. The Lockett makes the most sense, but you gotta make it happen, man. We gotta do it. What's the holdup? I don't know what the holdup is. Why are you so?
Stephon
Why
Diggs.
is it so a mystery? Why you can't make no moves? You know, we got the moves we made and free agency, just in free agency, but not the guys on our own team. It's just backup, good quality backups at best.
Yeah. There's nobody that stands out right here that I
You know,
see.
Chin stands out. Chin stands out because he started, but you know, I told you about his tape that I seen, bro, and
Well, we're keeping. Well, let's look before we start going all over the place. Start talking about everybody. I'm talking about receivers. Let's keep it right here.
We don't it doesn't look like we're gonna get any receiver. These guys are gonna stick around until later and later and later. And we wait. You know, it just look like we're waiting for the best deal. You know what I mean? That whoever's there will get, and that's bullshit. That's not the mentality that I want. I want aggressive. I want. You know, I don't get what I want, but you know, I think if we go get that guy, then that's a position that we don't really have to worry about in the draft. See, people are saying we're gonna get Janty at 6 and that T-Mac at 6. You know, just to get a quality receiver right now, like Elijah Moore or Lockett or something like that, and then we won't have to pick a receiver that high and get pissed off about it. We get another running back, a young running back. You know, we get J.K. Dobbins. I don't know where he's gone yet, but I haven't even paid attention about free agency. We're not doing nothing, so I don't give a shit anymore.
See, and that's the bigger thing. Like all the players that we actually really wanted, like, and really was going to actually make an impact, they're all gone. They're a lot of them are gone. You know what I mean? So it's like that's why, you know, when I was looking at everything, that's why I was saying, like, you know, Jacoby, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna have to be our number one. Obviously, Brock Bowers is our number one receiver, but he is not titled as a receiver.
I think we're gonna get somebody new. We're gonna get somebody else, I think, Lo. Yeah. But I don't. It's not gonna be like the guy to take it off the top. You know what I mean? I think these dudes are moving too slow to be aggressive. Then I don't. It's not my flow. It's just like last year. You know, they just like last year to me.
Yeah, I will pick a Blockett. Be better with we draft a receiver and develop him. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna see, we got to look at it. If we're gonna keep it a buck right now, we're gonna have our receiving corps kind of thin. It's actually really thin, to be honest with you. Little speedy guys, you know what I mean. Which DJ Turner was one of them, but he's gone. So we got Tucker. You know, we got Trey.
I don't know why we keep depending on that. Tucker's gonna do this. Tucker's gonna do that.
No. I didn't say that.
Tucker hasn't done shit. Tucker hasn't done nothing. So I wouldn't even put him in the mix, dude. As number 3, he's 5'6". Yeah. He ain't better than Diggs. He's not better than Lockett. He's fast, but that's it, bro. He drops the ball a lot. Everybody wants this.
He dropped the ball a lot. He
drops the ball every fucking time. How many drops he have? How many drops he have?
I can pull him up, but he didn't drop the ball a lot.
They be bouncing around.
You think you're saying that he dropped the ball like 50% of the time? No, he didn't.
Either he didn't catch it, or it dropped.
Alec Pierce wants a second round. Indianapolis wants speedy receiver, and he wants a second round but he could trade down to recoup to second round. I don't know. Second round seems high. What do you think? I don't got tape on Pierce, to be honest with you, to really know. But
read your receiver for Indianapolis. I'd rather take Pittman from him than fucking Pierce.
Yeah, if you're gonna give up anything, you know what I mean. Ramon
Gabe would be happy about that.
Yeah, what up?
USC. Give himself a little USC receiver.
Yeah, but regardless of whatever that we're looking at, how we're looking at everything, bro, like we don't have that number one guy. I think it's Stephon Diggs would work because even he's a little bit older, but like I think he'd work better than anything. That's like the best thing that we got. Remember, everyone was like all fucking drooling like 2 years ago for DJ Chark, and you see him, he didn't do nothing last year. So he's
never done anything.
Yeah, he's never really did. So I really want to see what the college has, and I don't think it's going to be T-Mac for us, bro. I think there's going to be somebody else that they got their eye on that's gonna come in and actually do some shit. You know what I mean? So
that's what we should do. But we should get a veteran. We should get somebody that knows.
That veteran is probably gonna be looking like it'll lock it. See, the reason why I seen this shit on Lock It a long time ago. Everyone was tripping out that this guy's lasted for so long. You know why? Because he catches the ball, he doesn't try to take big hits, and he moves forward. And when he goes down, he moves forward. He tries to get that extra 2 to 3 yards, but he's not trying to take those hits. He's elusive. He can get open. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know how he's doing, if he's reading the defense, which most likely he is because he's had so many years in the league doing this shit. You know what I mean? I think personally that's what he's doing. I'm sorry, I'm so far behind right here. 10.2% drop rate for Tucker. So 1 out of every 10 balls.
But how many receptions did he have, bro? He had 17 receptions and he drops it that many times. He didn't have more than 50 receptions, probably 30. I don't even less than that, bro.
87 yards, 1,000 yards, average 11.8, 4 touchdowns, 0 drops. I don't know who you're talking about right there.
He didn't have no 1,027 yards.
There's no way.
And all his years together. But he's a 300-yard guy. And then we think he's the number one. We expect a lot from this. Fuck that. Lockett will go in there. Lockett will go in there and just take his job. You won't even hear about Turner anymore.
Yeah, that is true.
Won't even hear about him anymore. You get a guy like that. I've never been a fan. He's fast. He get deep balls, but he never does. And the ball's bouncing around all the time in his hands, and you got to replay every time he fucking catches the ball to make sure they caught it or not.
So right here it says if we get Diggs, I think he'll stay 2, maybe 3 years, want a lot of money or trade. I think we give him a 1-year deal. His grade, he is 94th out of 98 receivers. Overall impact is 57.5%. Total receiving yards is 539. Touchdown to 2024 is only 3.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about Trey Tucker.
And he's what 2.0 was he? He's gonna be our number 2 receiver, whatever, because Jacoby's number 1. No way.
Oh, Jacoby had 0 drops. Yeah.
Jacoby don't drop the ball. And Lockett does either. Lockett has a good one too.
We have to secure our wide receiver and running back for the next 5 years. That's why we can build our defense after that. But these free agents on the 1-year deals killing us. But we have to have faith in the draft night. Yeah, that is true. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We're doing deals for backups. We're doing 1-year deals for backups. Yeah. And that's what we're doing. That's exactly what we're doing. And Chin, got 2-year contract?
Thank you. What up? Yeah, so receiving touchdowns 3, his 58th, drops 2. He only had 2 drops out of 78 targets.
This year, he had 78 targets or his career?
No, this year.
2 drops, 78. That's weird. I didn't see him catch a ball.
This is what. Okay, no. Here's the thing.
But he's not good, dude.
Listen. Let me finish. Let me finish, Gravy. I'm trying to back up your shit. I'm trying to back you up. How are you gonna let me back you up if you don't let me finish?
I'll back myself up. I know he's not good. I don't give a fuck how many yards he has.
I didn't even say. I wasn't even say yards.
Or how many times he didn't drop the ball?
Twice, but.
He dropped twice, but
dropped twice
because of him overthrown.
Fuck, how are you gonna ask and let me finish?
Because you're reading shit that's gonna make him look good and he's not.
I'm trying to back you up, and I'm trying to let everybody know. Jesus, let me finish, bro. Out of 78 targets, he only caught the ball 47 times.
Well, just say he had 47 catches. That fuck the targets.
But it matters. It matters. But see, this is the thing though. He had 11.5 yards, a passer rating after the target, 88.6. Average depth of target, 12 yards. So, you know what I mean? So, he had 9 carries.
That means he doesn't catch the long balls, what everybody says.
That's all he is. Right. No. And that's why I'm trying to back you up, to tell you that. To where we can understand that I'm backing you up. Because we can't just say, oh, the player sucks. I'm showing the numbers, and I'm telling you.
He ain't for us, bro. He ain't for us, but we think he is for us.
No, but see, that's
I'm done hyping up these motherfuckers that don't do shit for the team, bro. I'm done with it.
Say that. I was about to say that. See,
I'm
and that's
done
where
backing
people
up these motherfuckers that don't do shit.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the whole fucking point of like people saying we're being negative. No, we look at the numbers, we look at situational. These guys ain't doing it for us. We fall in love with third, fourth rounders and think they're gonna do everything. Dylan Labe was supposed to be Luby, whatever the fuck his name is, was supposed to be.
Say his name right, bro. Say his name right.
I don't know it. I don't know how to say it.
I don't know how to say Spillane.
Spillane.
Spillane. That's what it looks like.
You're doing that on purpose. So, but nobody knows how to say lobby right. Lobe, whatever the fuck. But but what I'm trying to get at, bro, is that a lot of us are actually having. The Raiders have been historically picking up players that would be fourth, maybe even fifth on the fucking depth chart. Probably be fucking, you know what I mean? Okay, hold on. There it goes. My opinion. Lobby, whatever. Well, that motherfucker should stay in the lobby and not come out on the fucking field, because when we actually handed the ball off to him the first fucking time, what did he do? Fumble that shit.
Yeah, we need depth, not depth.
Gravy said we need depth, not depth.
I did. We need depth.
But see, that's the whole thing, bro. Like, and I get what we're saying, where it's like people are saying that we're being negative. No, we're not making good fucking moves. We're not. Historically, we're not, bro.
I don't see how you can sit here and say, "Oh, we're gonna be a better fucking defense with Chin and fucking guys that getting off injury and didn't even start for their own team, and they're gonna replace the starters on our team."
Okay, other players didn't do that, all right? And then, like, everyone's saying Roberts and then Ellis. Oh, my, like, there's a guy named Matty Does, bro. This guy has thousands of fucking subscribers, whatever or not, and he does film on everybody. The only two fucking videos that he did on fucking Ellis and Roberts were the same fucking ones that he's a fucking hitter. I don't know how he pulled this off, bro. It's simple. Guys like been in the league for like 10 years, 13 years, and it's no small task, bro. Like, salute to these guys for actually even being on the fucking field. It's very, very hard. Let's establish that. But yet at the same time, there's tremendous upside. There's tremendous upside for fucking Dylan Labe. He's gonna be that guy, and everybody was pumping this shit up. And that's what we're tired of fucking people like. You know what I mean?
Like, you're used to it. You're so used to this type player that we say we could get Stephon Diggs right at his age, and dude, he's better than any receiver we got on our team. But right off the bat,
at his age,
he has an ego problem. He's a diva. We don't want him on the Raiders. The fucking Raiders got full fucking locker room of divas, dude. We don't know that. We don't know that. And just add another one. Dude, our coach is a diva. Our coach wants attention. Tom Brady wants attention. You know, everybody wants fucking attention. But he's a diva. We can't have him on our team. Fuck that. 1,000-yard fucking receiver catches the ball deep. That's what the Raiders want to do, right? Go deep since the fucking 60s. We haven't changed ever since then. Since the 60s, we got to go deep.
Yep.
And football even that way no more. We're the only fucking fans that think let's go deep. That's the only way to do it. We think fucking Staber and Plunkett back there still. Watching games in black and white in the fucking 2025s. And we can't get that out of our fucking head. Football ain't played that way no more.
Nah.
You gotta get the guys, bro. You need the dudes. That's the coaches say we need the dudes. We don't have the dudes. That's why we're losing. So you go get the dudes. You don't get the guys to back them up. That's important, but you got to get dudes out there. You got to get special players. You know, we're thinking Jacoby. Jacoby's a badass. He's a badass receiver for us, right? But the receivers that go down the line, the 10 of them are better than him. If we go through the line of free agency last week, those 10 receivers better than Jacoby Myers. And we didn't even try to push for him. And it keeps getting it's weird, Lo. We go, Keenan Allen, he's the number one guy, right? And then he's out. Elijah Moore, then he's let's go get Amari Cooper now. And everybody used to say, fuck Amari Cooper. Now we want the dude. What's going on, man? Am I the only one that sees this shit low, or do you see it?
But when we turn around and we point it out,
Amari?
Right. Well, see, that's the thing. We don't go for Stephon Diggs when he was fucking younger. Oh, too much money. Oh, too much this. Oh, it's this, it's that. But now that we're getting them older,
too much money.
Now he's too old.
Too much money, too old, or he's a diva.
Yeah.
Once he's successful, and for two teams he's been successful. Well, I'm gonna fuck. What do you want to come here anyways?
Yeah, exactly. DeLuna, what up?
I don't understand, man. See, we get guys like this. What is our guys doing? We love Pete Carroll. We know what he can do. We love Tom Brady. We know what he can do. What the fuck is he doing? Where's his impact at? What, we're gonna wait? We keep going down the line, Lo. We keep going saying, free agency, and then June 1st cuts now, right? And then once we don't do shit there, we're gonna say, we got the draft, and we're gonna depend on rookies to fill out our fucking roster and free agents, a bunch of fucking Lubies and Lenny, what's his name, and fucking Stokes. So we're gonna get those guys in here, a bunch of fourth and third stringers. A bunch of third and fourth stringers that got hurt, and then we bring them back and just pay them cheap. Though we're the cheapest team. When we were all bragging that we had $120 million, you can get anybody we want. What the fuck happened to that? Now we're fucking on a discount. Now we're on a fucking the thrifty store fucking free agency. What's going on here, man? I want impact.
We're going to what is it?
You can't get star players. Fuck, why not? Why not? When have we ever fucking done that? We got Wilkins, top free. All right, good. Is that sorry ass? Are you telling me that sorry ass regime last year it did better than fucking this sorry ass fuckers did right now? We have so much potential. We got the football minds, and Mark Davis is staying the fuck back. Let Pete Carroll do this and that. He's gonna die of a heart attack this fucking year because his team ain't gonna be productive. I'm gonna fucking die of a heart attack in a little bit. Man, Lord, I don't know it's gonna be like this, but fuck. Hey, maybe that's what you know what calms me down, bro, when I do shit during the day, bro. So maybe I gotta get back to those lives, man. I was stressed out this whole week thinking about the Raiders, bro. I was like, what the fuck? What happened? I don't even put on NFL Network no more, bro, because I see everybody doing shit, but fucking Chargers, fucking Broncos, fucking Chiefs don't got no fucking salary cap money, and they get the two best offensive line that are in fucking free agency. How does that work when we need offensive linemen? Yeah. I don't understand how that works. Najee Harris out there. I don't give a fuck if you think Najee Harris is slow or he ain't good. The motherfucker, every time he been in the NFL, got 1,000 yards. Every time, bro. Yeah. We got four guys that couldn't even fucking do that. And Najee's too slow. He did that. 1,000 yards every season. But the offensive line, this and that, it didn't matter with Najee Harris, bro. He busts you up. He ain't damn sure gonna get fucking 2 yards a carry like we averaged.
Right. My opinion, the Broncos are winning the AFC West. The way they fucking set up their defense, and the defense was already good last year, and then fucking what's the name? Bo Nix is going into year 2 with fucking Sean Payton. Sean Payton's actually a fucking like quarterback guru. He turned around and got Sean Payton. He got Drew Brees that was fucking cut from the Chargers because of a shoulder injury. They traded him to put him on the fucking on the meat rack over there because they said he was a rap, and look at what he did. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, we're gonna have a fucking problem, and that's the thing that Gravy's kind of fucking. It's all culminating in these last 3 years that we've been doing, going on 4 years now. Podcast that we've been. It's about 4 years. No, 3 years. 3 years.
What? Yeah.
3 years. Yeah. That we haven't made big fucking moves, and we just keep doing the same shit, bro. So, yeah, fuck the donkeys too, but yeah, for real. But yeah, this is crazy, bro.
The kids are probably crying on the playground. Yeah, I don't think the pick six. I don't know who that belt there. Which one's that? Offensive lineman?
Who's that? I can't see.
What shit starting to get to you, my opinion? You don't like what we're saying that we ain't making no moves? Or what? I thought you agree with me. I thought you were saying yeah.
I did.
Geno
I
Smith
don't
was
think
great.
Benson drops to the 68. Belton, yeah, highly doubt it. So Surtain, yeah. This shit is
We gotta
really
get
starting
like
to
that
get
guy's out there. That guy's out there, man. Why our cornerbacks need some help? Well, why aren't we doing that? You too expensive? He's too expensive? We want to just sit on that money and hold it? Shit, we ain't even signed our fucking quarterback for a trade yet. We're sitting there with a thumb up our ass, and we ain't. What's going on? You know, we ain't even got a quarterback, Lo. We don't got a quarterback yet. They ain't signed him.
That it's counting against. But was it June? Was it June 1st?
I don't know.
But he's traded though. It's apparently it counts against the cap right now. 31 is accounting against the cap.
Well, what
he hasn't signed.
Now we ain't got no money.
See, that's another thing. If anybody, I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody right here has subscribed to the Raiders somehow, some shape or form, IG, whatever. Not go to their website, go to their YouTube channel. Everybody that has signed and did a fucking video. Geno Smith was in Las Vegas, did not actually go inside the building and sign. He hasn't been there. He's supposed to be the leader of this team.
No, he wants a long term. Yeah, he don't want this 1 year bullshit, bro. He wants. You're gonna get 1 year, and then you're gonna draft Shador. I want a multi-year deal. Yeah. Why would he do that, man? Why would you do that? You know, he could be a bridge quarterback until this rookie comes in. What if the rookie ain't shit? You know what you get with Geno, and it's better than what we have.
That's as a tackle. Okay. Yeah.
Just sign him for a 2-year contract and say, rip it up and say, fucking do it again. We'll give you three or four. Sign him and get it out of it. Get it out the second year or do something. I don't even know who the fuck my quarterback is because he ain't signed to the team. The trade went through. I'm not worried about that, but I can tell you this: that my confidence in Sanders at 6 is kind of going down, and that because I was saying that if Sanders is there at 6, the Raiders are going to get him even with Geno. But now I'm telling you to waiver that a little bit. Raiders got $59 million in cap. What we doing it? We're sitting on it. The hard part gravy is Spike Tech new in the building. Yes, he has the money, but it takes months for a new GM to balance the roster and with salary cap. Dude, he's been in the league. Jason, he's been in the league for what, 20 years? Doing some shit like that. He knows it ain't nothing brand new to him. He's been an understudy or an apprentice to a GM. He was assistant GM. He's side by side with the guy. So it'll be done quick. If it is a problem for him being this slow, then I question our GM. He should be ready to go. This ain't fill it out. That's what we did. That's what we did with AP and this. You know, that's what we did with him. Oh, he's a rookie coach. You're gonna learn on the run. If you learn on the run, you're gonna lose. I can tell you that. You have to be a head coach, ready to go. You can't you're gonna take your lumps, but you should have did that when you were the understudy. You should have went down with the coach.
Too many headlines that read predicted team or rumored team or best team are worthless to read. Clickbait when there's nothing to report. Nope.
You know, it's just your opinion, what you think about. You know what I mean, Lo? You gotta sit there, like, you know, in your head, you know, maybe Chin is a lateral move for Morey. You know what I mean? But you gotta think logically, like, hey man, you know, these dudes are different. They're different dudes.
So for me, when I look at Chin in all aspects, when I looked at it, when I looked at the numbers, right? One of the things that we got to really realize that, like, numbers were from last year. These are what we can basically like project what they're possibly worth. So we're gonna turn around and say that, you know, Morrig wasn't worth the whatever millions of dollars that he got. But in all actuality, say he goes over there, what if he's worth every single penny? Or what if he's not? Based on the numbers, you know what I mean? Interceptions, so forth and so forth, plays that he's on the field, whatever, not time that he's not injured, all that stuff is all part of it, right? He can go out there and get injured just like that. Anybody can, right? Safeties hardly do. You know what I mean? They have to take a real good hit. Somebody got to land on them, whatever. You know what I mean? But you don't know what's going to happen with any of these players. So everything that we're doing right now is basically for depth.
Yeah.
Chris Smith, that everyone's like, man, Chris Smith is going to come in and and he's going to do this and do that. Where is he at? Now people are over here saying that. Now people are saying that he's undersized.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For what the situation that we are in now,
exactly
with Pete, yeah,
right. So now they're saying that Pete can't do nothing with them, and Pete's going to come in and take the guys that Antonio Pearson, what's the name, brought in. I can't even think of the names. What's the guy's name that came in with Antonio Pearson? That kept
Telesco.
That kept Champ Kelly on a leash, and then he on a leash, so it wouldn't be two rookies and all that stuff. If you would have went with the Champ Kelly, right? Champ Kelly, if you would have went with Champ Kelly, bro, that whole team would have been different. But he didn't want that. He brought in Telesco. Telesco picked certain guys, whatever not. Or I apologize. I think Smith was with Ziegler. But you know what I mean? So was Kuntz. And then he didn't want him on the field. Like there's so much that goes into this sport that the fans don't really look at every single level. And when we turn around and give our opinion, you know what I mean, and what we see, we're not making any kind of moves like anybody else is doing. We're making obvious fucking moves for depth. Chin can possibly have upside. Trey Tucker can possibly have upside. Aiden O'Connell could possibly have upside, but he doesn't. He's not going to turn around and all of a sudden be even a 5.2, 40 guy. He's not going to develop all this fucking. How long was he in college for? 8 years?
I don't know. Yeah, a long time.
A long time, right? Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like we don't have no solid foundational pieces. Let's take this for example. Daniel Jones, right? And I hate to say this. Daniel Jones, if you go look at his numbers, he ran the ball. He put the ball down the field. The defense sucked, but he was bad in games. If we turn around and went and signed Daniel Jones, everybody would have lost their shit. Sam Darnold got cut by the fucking Niners, bro. Got cut by the Niners. And then went to fucking a good system with great talent around him and fucking shined. Geno Smith, out of obscurity, had Tyler Lockett, DJ Metcalf, fucking I forgot who their running game was. Then they got Walker. You know what I mean? They had a good, decent offensive line. You know what I mean? Until they started trading shit. All these different things were elements that we don't have for Geno Smith to be successful. These are things that people don't realize, bro. And it's crazy to the fact that we think that we're going to win with lateral moves or guys that are lesser than. I put Landon Roberts. They're like, oh my God, he's going to be this, that, and a third. He only played a third of the downs of Spillane. That's why he was ranked so high. So if he would have played more, his fucking rankings and coverage would have went fucking down because he's not a coverage linebacker. People don't look at the numbers because that gives you a projected fucking idea of what's going to happen. AOC Michael Vick 2.0, bro. Talk about it. What up, Loon? But anyway,
you even got Loon capping on that mother.
Yeah. But see, that's the thing, though. When you really look at this whole situation, a lot of our team, besides key players, Wilkins, Crosby, obviously, you know what I'm saying? Kuntz is a possibility. Kuntz was supposed to break out last year, right? You know, and yeah, so the thing is, though, so it's like this team is staying the same with a different coaching staff. And it's what it is, bro. And a lot of people don't like it. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to these fucking games. I'm going. I'm going to tailgate with my people, show some love, have a good time. But it's frustrating. It's very, very frustrating. I can't be all uppity and not uppity, but like up on them like, yeah, man, we're going to do it this year. Bro, it's 3 years of the same shit. 3 years of the same shit, bro. And it's frustrating, bro. It is so fucking frustrating.
Sam, it's the same guys, bro. We have the same. Our quarterback play was really bad.
Last season, we had scrubs that didn't have competitive pedigree. Check this out, Sam. Shout out, Sam, man. Hopefully, you're having a good one, bro. And I'm not directing this to
Kobe
you.
Myers a scrub. Brock Bowers a scrub.
Nah, those guys aren't scrubs. Check this out. I watched at the NFL put together top 10 plays of the offense for every single team throughout the year of 2025. Washington had I think 9 minutes of top plays from a rookie quarterback, an old coach that nobody wants, a good offensive coordinator, Scary Terry, and then, you know what I mean, a couple other players, whoever he had, and the running game, right? As a rookie. But Jaden Daniels is something totally different that we wanted. You know how much time we had? And the guy that actually made all the throws for the top 10 plays, we had 5 minutes. 4 minutes, I apologize. 4:30 something. 4:30 something, bro. All the guys that made the throws, guess what? It's the last one. There's 2 of them thrown by fucking Gardner Minshew. The other one was by AOC. Does that make him a top fucking tier quarterback? Fuck no. Fuck no.
We should be happy about Geno being here, bro. It's gonna make a big difference on our team.
It is.
But it's like, Geno is known for, getting in the end zone. That's what we need, bro. We need that. And we need to help them out with the running game. AOC would have been better if we just ran the ball a little bit. But we can't run the ball for 30. Remember, I was letting you know, man, when we were at the San Diego game, bro, at the LA, wherever the fuck we was at.
Yeah.
The game, when it was hot and shit, miserable. What was that 20 the low? Look how many rushing yards we got. Dude, the third quarter, we had what, 6? It's 6 yards.
Yeah, something like that.
You ain't gonna win football games like that. And then they made some mistakes, but we couldn't stop their run, bro. J.K. Dobbins and Gus, what's his name, got 100 yards against us. And that's when I started walking up when he broke that 70-yarder at the end. We couldn't stop the run. We never did. That was it. I started walking up.
Yeah,
today.
That was right.
I gotta get there before everybody else does. So I was sick then.
I remember one of the first. We were talking shit about J.K. Dobbins and what's the name because they've been injured and they never could stay healthy, right? Both of them got injured when they were with Baltimore and they both came over, whatever, not Gus Edwards, right? We turned around and watched. I seen the fucking play, bro. We're sitting in the first row, second tier, and it was far away, but I could see it, bro. I'm sitting there watching this shit. I just seen the fucking floodgates just open like that. Where was Spillane? Where was whatever? And he just ran up the middle, went up to the side, bro. Fucking 75 yards, bro. I'm like, wow.
That was at the end. I watched that upstairs. I watched that on the top.
It was horrible, bro. It was horrible watching the running game. We said that Jim Harbaugh wasn't going to do shit, and we're still making fun of him, even though in the middle of the fucking field of the season, he ended up like having heart issues, whatever, whatnot. But, I don't want no one to die on the fucking field, but like still though, fuck that guy. But all he did was run the ball. Justin Herbert probably had the worst year fucking throwing ever because he had no one to fucking throw to because everybody else was injured. They were just running the ball with 2 guys that were injured most of the time. You know what I mean? So
did it against us.
Running game does matter. Running game does matter. LC with Pete is good. Him and Chip Kelly know so much football. Jason, but it's hard. It's hard, bro.
Jason, how could you think that, man? I know you AOC dude, but man, Jason, I know AOC rubs off on you a different way as he does with me, but I'm down with the dude.
Yeah.
I don't need a dude to develop, bro. We got to develop a quarterback, then we're rebuilding, bro.
Yeah.
Because that's the most important. We're looking forward to Shadir Sanders or whoever the fuck it is to come out here and 1 year after Geno. For one, Geno ain't gonna do that shit, and then if he's stuck on this 1 year, we're stuck on that 1 year. Then we're gonna get a quarterback and he's gonna develop under us. We're gonna lose football games, and we're gonna be saying the same stuff. You know, and then all of a sudden we're all right with that. You know, we're thinking these backup players that we inherited now, that we got now as free agency. We're thinking that we're going to be better than we were.
Yeah.
I just, please look at it. You know, I know it sounds negative. I'm not doing this to piss everybody off. I'm not doing it to be special. I'm not doing it to watch me or whatever. I'm not doing it for that. I'm just not happy. And I don't know how we can be happy and excited of the movements that we made. You know, besides Gino, I like Gino, I like Combs, I like Butler. You know, I like all that. And it's just fishy to me that we're being so cheap and we're doing it. And something coming up, excite me. Tell me what's going on. We're gonna pick up one of these guys. Why haven't we did it yet? You know,
my thing is that what everybody was talking, and even we were talking or looking forward to making big moves with all this bread that we had, spread it around, whatever, not. I think we're 44 in the whole, 44 mil this year. That's dead cap. 17's going to everyone's talking about Tyree, right? Oh no, don't get rid of Tyree, man. I would fucking trade him in a second. Check this out. Dead cap is going to be 17 on fucking DA. Another 14 mil, I think, on fucking Garoppolo. Like, we're paying a lot of fucking players that suck. And we've been doing this shit since fucking Gruden. You know what I mean? We get out of the hole and then we're right back in that bitch. So we would have had so much more money. Imagine that. If we would have worked it out, and I thought they picked up a lot of money because when they traded them, but it hit us 17 mil. That's another 17 that we could have turned around and put in on a good quarterback or something to try to make a big trade. People keep on writing, there's going to be a big trade with the Raiders. No, there's not. Ain't nobody going to trade with us, because the simple fact is that there's nobody that's going to come over here, or they're going to want our number one, whatever or not. People are saying we need to trade back. Trade back for what? To get a bunch of young players that are not going to understand the game. Because I'm not saying they don't understand the game.
That's the rebuild,
speed of the game, but the speed of the game and coming into this new season, it's going to be very, very difficult, especially when you're trying to build. You have to have a culture in order to make these guys better. Have to. It has to be that way. And we don't got it. We don't got it. You know, it just sucks, man. It just sucks. Rock says, I took Gino, Darnold, Baker, extended time to figure pro football out. Well, I'm gonna bash back on as far as Baker is concerned. Baker was fucking balling. That motherfucker, the first year he came into fucking Cleveland and took him to the playoffs, bro. Like, Baker was balling with the messed up shoulder. You know what I mean? Throwing shoulder at that.
I'll tell you this, Rock, that Donald ain't gonna do shit.
Yeah, Donald ain't gonna do nothing over there.
He ain't do nothing.
Yeah, but I mean, overall, bro, like, I want us to be fucking great. Don't get it twisted. I want us to be great, but the definition of insanity is doing the same shit the same way again and again and getting they expecting different results. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
That's where he belongs, Loon. That's where he's gonna be at. I hope he is.
Better. Loon says, I seen LC at Walmart in Henderson Friday. I was trying to get an autograph, but he said he couldn't because the items in the cart didn't match the receipt.
You over there, security guard at Walmart.
He's a fucking bag checker.
Ellis is.
I never show my receipt. Fuck them guys.
Ellis, this guy Ellis. How many stars do he have, Lo?
Oh, I'll pull him up right now. What is his name? Elijah?
I don't know his name.
Let me see. I'm gonna get it.
I need to know that did we sign the tender? Or, I don't know what the fuck happened.
Well, I told you. Right now, let me pull it up. Christian Ellis. Okay. Raiders salary cap currently carries the pending $4.8 million charge to Christian Ellis. Per league source, signed off the offer sheet with Vegas, and the Patriots have until Monday afternoon to match his restricted free agent. So Christian Ellis, let me bring up his Christian Ellis.
See, D-Mokes, why can't we just start from the get up, bro, and be badass? Why do we have to give these guys a fucking excuses for that. You're just making an excuse for yourself, D-Mokes. How come you can't say fucking right off the bat, what's up? Let's fucking get players and let's win.
All right.
Like, fuck the first year, man.
So right now
you're a rookie. You can still kick ass. You can still kick ass as a rookie. Happens all the time.
Yeah. Everybody can, bro, but these are basically like Gravy saying lateral moves. Everybody was in love with Eckenberg and Amari Bernie, and then nothing. You know what I mean? So, all right. So as of the grades right now, just looking at it straight up, his grades overall grade is 72.6, right? You know, he's 41st out of 189 linebackers, right? Pass rush is 73. Run defense is 70. Coverage grade is 66. All right. Now, solo tackles, you have 43, right?
This year? In 1 year?
Yeah, this is all this year. This is 2025. You have 43 tackles. 25 of those were assisted, right? 2 sacks. He had 8 missed tackles. A passer rating was 93.8. I don't know if that's good or not, but 10 total pressures. He had a whopping 514 snaps. All right.
You don't play.
Exactly.
Backup.
He does not play. He's a backup.
See what we're getting at, guys? Look at.
He's been in the league since 2021. He was with the Niners the same year they dropped him. Went to Philadelphia Eagles for 2 years. And then he's on New England. Wow. Possibly. But see, the thing is, though, the reason why they're going for this trade, because they already have linebackers.
Who's the trade?
They got our linebacker.
It's not trading.
Yeah, it is.
It's not a trade. Ellis ain't a trade. He's a free agent. He's a restricted free agent.
I apologize. Excuse me.
We traded for that dude. We're gonna trade the guy that.
You know why they didn't pick him up? You know why they didn't pick him up? Because he was part of Mayo's crew, for one. And then also their head coach now is a linebackers coach. He went and got basically the best free agent linebacker on the fucking field. And then they added somebody else as far as the linebacker.
Spillane's the best linebacker in free agency? Nah, bro. Yeah.
One of the best. I apologize.
The top 10.
So let me see real quick. I'm going to look up linebackers real quick. Linebackers. So see how Spillane, and they signed somebody else too. Well, so the linebackers that were out there: Greenlaw, Ernest Jones, Sherwood, Spillane. Yeah, well, they signed their linebacker. I think they picked up somebody else as well. But regardless of whatever, fuck the Patriots. But they're not going to pick them up because I think they already had linebackers over there.
We get their fucking sloppy seconds and shit. That's what we like doing.
Yeah, like, you know.
I wouldn't be mad if they got the best linebacker in the fucking draft at 6. I would say that's something that we need.
I wouldn't be mad at that neither.
And then we're over here depending on fucking. It's like depending on Diablo again, hoping that Diablo gets better, and he never did. And then we got Masters in there. We got a Mari Burney there. We got fucking this. Oh, watch out! He hasn't played yet. That's what's gonna happen again this year. He's not going to play again because he's the fucking 5'9" linebacker, 5'10" linebacker. And Pete, he's just doing on a rookie deal. That's why. And he's there. He's there. But if we get a rookie, one of them guys will be gone.
So check this out. He had 110 tackles, third out of all linebackers. He was 4th in snap counts. He had almost 1,100 snaps.
When? This year?
This year.
I thought you said he only would participate in 57.
What? No.
He only had 40. He was at 1,100. He was at 1,100 snaps, and he only got 47 tackles.
No, hell no. I said 110.
What stats were you saying before, dude? You said
I'm talking about what's his name?
Ellis.
Yeah.
So he was starting for Patriots because I don't know shit about him.
Nah, I wasn't. He wasn't. Ellis was not starting.
Was Ellis didn't start, but he was in 1,100 snaps?
No, that Spillane was.
Oh, I don't give a fuck about Spillane's.
But I'm comparing, Gravy.
Nah, you can't compare them two. He was in every fucking down. But what we should be concerned about, I know how long Spillane was in there. I know he was in there every fucking play, dude. And we think that guys that are gonna come in that do half of that or less than that is gonna be Spillane.
Right.
And they're not. Oh, he hits hard.
Yeah.
His little 2.5 minute highlight film was just him hitting hard. That's it. Was he fucking covering anybody? Yeah. God damn, what the hell that old ass Kelsey gonna do to us when this dude has to fucking cover him? God damn.
Yep. Yeah, it's bad. I don't want to be bashing on my team. All I'm saying is that we need to make some fucking moves, and we ain't doing shit.
We do it. That's all we want, man. That's all this show wants is for us to do something, and we ain't doing it. We're talking about it. All the Radio Nation said we should. The Diggs is a diva. We don't need him, but they want to get Amari Cooper. Fuck.
Yeah, it's frustrating, bro. It's really, really fucking frustrating. So
for a guy that didn't even want to be a Raider, that played like it, you know, he didn't want to be a Raider. Once a Raider, always a Raider. Fuck all that. Fuck
the only thing I can say about Diablo across the board, Diablo has done the same thing consistently forever. He made a lot of tackles from behind. So that means that the runner got past him, or everybody was past him. And the reason why his numbers are so inflated and where he would have been, because he was actually catching up, because he was actually kind of fast. But he was catching up. So that means he was over pursuing and not necessarily sticking his foot in the ground and then waiting for the gaps to open up and making the fucking moves. They showed fucking what's the name, Ellis turn around on one play, a breakdown on the fucking offensive line, them rushing through, like I think the center pulled and the fucking guard or the right tackle pulled.
I don't watch Patriots, bro. I don't know if he started or not, but I didn't hear his name as a badass linebacker.
Nope.
I don't.
It was a role
player. He might one of those slow motion. Hey, man.
The draft quarterback. No, I agree.
I know. Who the fuck was Christian Ellis? Who's this guy? You know what I mean? And he's getting paid for 1 year, so he's a backup. So what we gonna do? Both these guys gonna start for us?
Trying to see
hope they blend pretty good, bro. That's what you get for putting a safety at linebacker. Yes, sir, Tubby.
Mm-hmm. Cooper a quitter, hard pass. Yep. That's why you put a little safety at linebacker. That's exactly what you
hard get, pass. That's an easy pass, bro. Easy.
COD, what up? What up?
If we trying to win, like, if we was in the position of going somewhere, doing something, then that's a risk you take rather than that dude. You know?
Jason Downs, there is a linebacker at Fresno State. That fool is good. I'm trying to find out what his name is. I'll find out right now.
I forgot his name. He got one that he got a Polynesian name. He ain't gonna be able to say it, but he dope. He been dope for years.
Yep.
But
I'll try to find it real quick.
You know, I seen this thing. I seen this thing on the IG, but you see him. And really, I watch Fresno State, so we watch with me and Lo, but he's a damn good football player.
So his name is Tuasuvi Nomura. Tuasuvi Nomura.
He's on the light end, but he can make up for it. He's real tough. And he can cover.
He had 109 tackles. He played 5 years. So 2020, 21, 22, 23, and 24. So he is going to be, he's 6'1", 221 from Corona. He's a senior. He's active. So
he went to SC. He went to SC and transferred.
Yeah. So he played, so that's 5 years, yeah. What are his numbers? His numbers right now, his best numbers, Barrio is going to be 109, 68 solo, 41 assisted. That's pretty much it. He's just a hard-hitting guy that said that he can read numbers, stuff like that. He's a face mask breaker. Yeah.
We got too many of those already. Like that.
Yeah. But what we need, bro, on some real shit is, let me see if I can find it.
We need a guy that started thousands of plays. That's a fucking. Don't throw in another safety. We're gonna do that. Two linebackers set like we always do. Then we're gonna have to fucking get two good ass linebackers there.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta play for 3 downs. Not this. Put Roberts in, and if it's a passing play, take him out, and then put somebody else in. You can't have that, man. Your linebackers need to stay in the game because you don't know what's gonna come. You need to be good. You need to be great at both areas. That type of linebacker we need to get.
He made some solid tackles right here. He's hitting, but it's like right in front of him. He made a couple hits at SC, but yeah.
He's a guy that's all over the place, you know.
Yeah, he's all over the place. Knows how to play the game. I mean, but there's how many snaps did he have? How long was he injured at all? Why did he transfer? Why did he go from SC to Fresno State? You know what I mean? Respectfully, love Fresno State, but the thing is, though, he's not. You know. And then it could be play design, and it's college too. You know what I mean? There's got to be there's a whole different level that you got to be a part of.
You know this low. There ain't no difference between USC and Fresno State, bro. No difference at all.
Just about maybe 20,000, about 10,000 people in the stadium.
Nah, I would say about 40,000, 50,000.
40,000.
But you know they play at, bro. They play at the fucking
Coliseum.
Yeah. The 100,000 people. I've been to that shit a bunch of times.
Yeah, I've never been there at all.
I watched Fresno State lose there. I watched Fresno State lose there like about 4 times already.
What is the tackling grade? Does he miss tackles? Let me see real quick. So I'm just looking at stats. American football player. Let me go to ESPN.
He's the best defensive player that was on Fresno State this year.
Yeah, that's it. That's the only thing that's really showing.
And they said he's a free agent type guy. I don't know if he'll get picked, but
forced fumbles. It didn't even show 2. No, that's Fresno State. So he played 2 years total games, 9 games in 2 years at SC. 2 solo tackles, 2 assisted is what they're putting on the fucking highlight film.
that's why he left.
Yeah, that's why he left, right? So, anyways, sideline to sideline linebacker. Yeah. So what we need. Let me see if I can pull his name here. That's his name. If you guys want to look him up, I just put it right there. So, but right here it says Fresno State total games that he played 14, 109. No, that was this. I apologize. He only had. In 2022, he had 24 tackles and solo and the 13 assisted, right? 23, he played 14 total tackles was 14, and then his 2024 season, his 5th year, so that means he had an extra year on everybody. That was 109 tackles, 68 solo, so he broke into his own. You know what I mean? So yeah, so he really didn't. It doesn't.
What happens when you're fucking 25 years old, fucking in college still, bro?
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna
blow motherfuckers up. You're gonna be blowing motherfuckers up.
Hell yeah. So, I there we go again. We go back to these possibles, these guys that are gonna have that story, and not every. And I go back to Robert Spillane. I'll tip my hat to Robert Spillane. I didn't want him to go, no matter what. But Robert Spillane was an undrafted guy that got a shot and got picked and moved forward. Ryan Clark was an undrafted guy. There's a lot of undrafted people that come in that are actually able to like do that. But it should be like 2 or 3 guys. Not the whole fucking you know what I'm saying? Not the whole other team. I don't even think we have any undrafted guys on our fucking team.
I don't know why. I want the John Campbell is a badass linebacker.
I will take him in a second.
I'll take somebody before him, but it's Campbell there. Take him. I don't give a fuck if it's fancy or whatever. We need a linebacker. So we're going to go get the best linebacker at 6. I ain't going to get mad about it. If we get the best running back at 6, I ain't going to get mad because that's what we need. I ain't going to say drop down and get extra picks to do. If we do that, then fine. But I'm not going to sit there and the guys there that you want, get them. Don't.
Yep, you're right.
You're just messing with yourself, bro. You know, and I don't want a bunch of starters, UDFA. I don't want that. I want guys number 1 picks. Our number 1 picks need to be starting. Our number 2, our second round pick need to be out there playing. Yeah. Need to be out there starting, making a move towards putting pressure on the starters. They're not getting a guy that played 57 fucking snaps. You know what I mean? Or 500 snaps in a year. We know how many plays there are in a year.
Mm-hmm.
Thousands of plays, man, and we're happy and excited and thinking that this guy's gonna replace a 2,000 play guy. He's only played 500. There's a reason for that.
Quarter, right?
There's a reason for that. There's a reason why he's in there for 500 plays because he was a backup and he only stops to run. So that's the type of guy we got, man. We don't have a Spillane. It's not a lateral move. It's not. He probably hits harder than Spillane, but the highlights make that happen.
So check this out. So this is our $44 million fucking cap number. Devontae Adams is 15.7, Jimmy Garoppolo's 12.8, Gardner Minshew 7.6, Andre James 7.2, Byron Young 500,000. So we're at 44 mil that we're paying out to players that didn't work.
None of them motherfuckers ain't even on our team.
2 of them are quarterbacks, and 2 of them are on the same team.
And we're happy about that.
Yeah. 3 of them are in LA. So, you know, these are just
Is that Raider Gabe in the chat?
Where is he? No.
That was you? Where's he
at?
When
I post it on this, it goes to all the channels. Because all the channels
where's Gabe at?
I don't even know. It's probably his family, man. Probably doing his family thing. Yeah.
Oh, so he's gonna do a no call, no show, huh? Oh, that's big fine right there, bro.
Hey, that's on you. I'm not finding nobody. But hey, no, Jason Downs. Seriously, I just want to answer this, man. We're probably gonna get out of here in about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but listen, Alamo was an undrafted free agent. But how many years did it take for him to fucking develop?
But that's what
right.
UDFAs do.
Right. So it takes that much time, right? So he got paid a good amount. I'm glad he's in there. I'm glad he did his thing. I appreciate it. Right. But they're trying to use that logic with everybody when Pete has 3 years. How old is Pete? 76, 73? So when he's done, he's gonna be 4 years shy of 80. So you think Pete wants to, the way it's looking, Pete's it's almost like you come to Vegas to retire. You almost come to Vegas.
It looks like they want to get young, bro. They're not doing that. They want to be young.
That's the thing. You need to do it now. That's the whole fucked up part about this whole situation, because the simple fact is Pete needs to win now. You can't win now with guys that are backups. What are we doing? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna redo?
What I'm asking, bro. That's what I'm asking.
The replacements? Like, come on, bro. Like, you know, like I'm sorry, bro. If that's the case, then we should have signed Rodgers. Left Gio over there. Give him whatever the fuck he wants, and just, hey, Aaron Rodgers was here. Yay. Devontae Adams. We damn near killed Devontae Adams' career.
He did it in fucking South.
Well, yeah, he kind of did, but we helped him. It's not like we didn't help him. Did we not help him? The whole purpose of him coming over when he had Derek Carr, regardless of whatever, and I'm not trying to bring him up, but fuck, when he had a 1,000-yard season, he had a better season than he ever had with Aaron Rodgers, but we still had a losing season, right? Because Carr was being Carr, but and no defense. So it just sucks because us as a nation, every single year we're 0-0, right? Everybody's 0-0. They have us for the last 2 years ago. They had us in the middle of the pack, maybe second against Kansas City. With Josh McDaniels, boom, we dropped down to the fucking bottom of the fucking pile. Then last year they had us, boom, winning maybe 4 or 5 games. Guess what? We only won 4 or 5 games. Guess what? They have us doing the same shit this year because of the moves that we got. Now, they're not saying that we significantly didn't get better with Geno Smith, but we're still going to be in the same fucking position. And it just sucks.
Because defensively, we got worse.
Yeah, I'm thankful for the stories, man. I appreciate it. Spillane took him 4 years. 4 years until we came to us, and he was at low risk, high ceiling. Nobody wanted Spillane. Nobody wanted Spillane. They're like, what? Da, da, da. And when they gave him the green dot, all of a sudden, oh shit, maybe he can be that guy. You know what I'm saying? And then he became that guy, and then we didn't pay him.
Look, maybe Roberts is that guy, but for 10 years, he's done the same thing for that many years. He's been the same dude. So just look, impress yourselves or decompress yourself and look at this guy. He's not Spillane at all. Yeah. He doesn't play like up. He doesn't have the reps.
Oh, I apologize. So 2000.
But he's not gonna be the same guy. And then I don't know if Ellis is. I don't even know who the dude was. But Lowe told you he's played half the snaps too.
9 years. He's gonna go in his 10th year.
This is his 10th year. He's always been the same guy. So, you know, I don't know much about Ellis. I ain't gonna talk shit on him, but it's not a. I'm not gonna say if I didn't know who he was, it would mean something. But no one talked about this guy until he's tight now. He's tight, you know. So he could. Yeah, I'm hoping obviously, New England thought that he couldn't beat out Spillane, and he's supposed to replace Spillane with us.
Yeah, it says, I'm with you. No urgency in free agency, but the way we screwed up the last 3 years is going to take time. Yeah, but Pete Carroll doesn't have time. And then to top it all off, say Pete Carroll, say something happens with Pete Carroll. You know, God willing, nothing happens, right? He goes out, and even my boy from Seattle, he was saying that he was getting too old. He wasn't relating, so on and so forth. But it really came down to is Dan Snyder wants to actually be the one saying that, hey, I'm building this team now. And when I told my boy that, he's like, yeah, you're right, because Dan Snyder wants to be that guy. He's been there for so long, but he made some great hires. You know what I mean? But a lot of it was Pete Carroll's staff, right? So if, say, something were to go bad, who's going to be the head coach? Chip Kelly or fucking or Graham? Say Graham. Who's going to be
that's why they kept.
That's so why who's going to be a successor? Right. So in those 3 years, Jay, you know what I mean? In those 3 years, guess what's going to happen? We're going to have to rebuild again and keep on rebuilding and keep on rebuilding. It's just going to be a fucking repeat. You know, and that's what I want to you would think free agency, you're going to go get guys that are going to come in for 2 to 3 years, 3 years minimum, nice contract, fucking contributors, not Calais Campbell. We're going to get Calais Campbell. We're going to get fucking, you know, all these different things, right? All these different players that have been trying to use us. You know what I mean? Who used us? Matt Stafford used us this year. We do that shit every year. Every fucking year. When is it going to change? And
we let it happen. We let it happen. People like us, we say there's a problem, and then there's a problem with that. You know?
Yeah.
You can't sit here and tell me we're a better team without saying it's going to take a while. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Lo? You can't tell me right now we're a better team. Yes, we have better offense because we have Geno. Maybe. But I like that move. I'm not bitching about that move. I'm wondering why he ain't signed his contract, but maybe that's in the future business.
Yeah, all I want.
But he ain't gonna go nowhere. He's traded to us.
So Arnold's asking, what is your answer then?
What am I answering for? What?
What's the answer then to fix all this?
If you wanna, to me, right, Lo, you gotta go to the areas where you specifically that you got shook up at. We didn't fill in anything that we got. Maybe Chin for Morig, right? Maybe, but we ain't got Stokes. Ain't Hobbs. Stokes is a corner, right? and he's hurt. He's coming off a bad injury season. And just because he's a number one pick doesn't mean that we're gonna get the same thing with the guy that we lost to New England too.
For example, one of the things that we could have done is try to go for Fred Warner.
That would have been a trade, bro.
Right. Well, but what I'm saying, free agent, regardless of whatever, in free agency, you can do whatever. You can trade, do whatever the fuck you want, right?
No, if you're a free agent, you get bought out. You get a better contract. You get more money. You trade, you got to give a draft pick.
Okay, let me rephrase it.
He signed, bro. He signed.
Okay, regardless. All right, Niners are blowing that shit up, right? Go for it. But see, what I'm saying is he's asking what is our answer. That's part of it. Trade for somebody. You got the fucking bread. Get the guy that we need. And that's what I'm saying. We have to make trades. It's cool that we get a couple free agents, right? And then then you have Amari Burney, you have fucking Eckenberg, right? That everyone was thinking he was going to be that guy.
They don't do
nothing.
But
what I'm trying to say is, baby, what I'm trying to say is that you turn around, you make big moves like that.
Yeah,
that's how you change the fucking the narrative. Exactly. You trade for Baker Mayfield, or I'm saying you got to make trades. Free agents, you can make trades in the free agency. When can't you? You can't make trades?
No, free agency.
Okay, so when can you make trades?
During the trade deadline. Right now you can do that.
That's what I just said.
But if you're a free agent, typical Raiders will make a trade on a free agent.
You cannot.
That's the way the Raiders would do it. It's not smart.
You cannot. What I'm saying is these are the type of shit that you have to do.
Getting Fred Warner on a trade, yes. You got to trade. You have to trade somebody high.
Okay.
And plus, people are going to pay because they get
That's
paid
what he's asking. He's asking, what's the answer?
Not Fred Warner. That's one guy.
I mean, trading for Fred Warner wouldn't be a good move.
It would be a good move, but then you're not going to have much to deal with. You're going to have to trade for him. You're going to lose equity in your picks and all these young players that we want to develop and be. Fuck them. It's going to be a second round or third round pick. Probably
but
both.
when it comes down to it, in order for us to do the same shit over and over and over, what we've been doing, 13th, 6th, 8th, whatever the fuck, we're not getting the number one pick because that means we're gonna fucking completely suck, right?
Well, we're gonna give the 49ers a good pick because we're gonna be the same. Even if we had Fred Warner, and that's why we're doing this, bro. That's why we're not doing this big time shit, Lo, because they know that we need a lot of help. And even the money we have is not enough money to fix what's going on right now. It was that fucked up, Lo.
No. I agree. I completely agree, right?
Yeah.
So the thing is, though, like, say, for example, we're in the fucking hole right now. I don't know how it works for the dead cap. Can we just pay these motherfuckers off? Give us some more money in the cap?
Not their guaranteed money. That's what it goes against. We let go of guys with guaranteed money.
Okay. So
Minshew had guaranteed money left.
Okay, so look. So no matter what, they all got paid, right? They're going to get paid no matter what. It's fucking hurting us no matter what. Yeah. So if we still stay stuck with mediocre, and I'm not saying he's mediocre, but he's above average quarterback. We need a good running back. Let's trade for, and I want to say Henry, but let's trade for Joe Mixon. Those are key players that, in order to turn this around, that's what you have to do. You have to put key players. Say if there's nobody in this fucking, look at number one pick, right? Fuck it, let's get rid of the number one pick. Let's do this, let's do that. I said that before, right? And everyone's like, "Oh, you're fucking crazy," right? But nobody's really saying, "Fuck this number one pick. Let's go get somebody and give somebody else this number one pick. Give me your second rounders. I'll give you the number one. Give me that player. We'll eat it."
We won't do that, bro. You can tell we won't do that shit.
But see, that's the thing. We need to make fucking trades like that. Trades are going to make this fucking change. No matter what,
you lose 4 years and you sign a guy for what? Say like Fred Warner wants to get the 2-year contract. And so you're going to lose a number one pick for a number two pick that's going to be an asset for your team for 4 years. But and then Fred Warner can bounce and we'll still be an 8-win team, bro.
Right.
If we get a guy like Fred Warner, we need like 5 or 6 Fred Warners on our team, but different positions. That's what we
correct.
need, and that's
We
why
need a
I
running
know
back, linebacker, and a
more
corner.
than that. We need 2 running backs. We need 2.
No, everything else can fill into place.
But I don't want fill-ins. That's what we've been doing, Lo.
Well, that's what we got now. But the question was, let me go back to it. The question was, what do we do to change? Fucking my opinion said new owners. What's our answer?
So now we know that your fantasy with Fred Warner, and we can't do that, and it won't happen. So what do we do now? That is draft young players, and then once we do that, and we say, oh, the coaches start saying, yeah, we're cool, we're good in the future. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah. That's what I'm looking for. I'm waiting for these motherfuckers to say, hey, our future's bright. That means they don't give a fuck about today. They don't give a fuck. So I'm gonna be pissed all season saying the same shit, and we're gonna know why we're a fucking 7-win team when everybody's gonna say we're gonna win fucking 12 games because we got Geno and Lockett and all this shit. But I hope we play well. But what it looks like is that they're just going through the shit right now. I'm waiting for
number 1 and number 2 for Devontae. Now we have those 2 guys that are more valuable. Now we don't even have them, and we're still paying them. Crazy. We draft a quarterback next year, much better quarterbacks than next year. You see, we're not. Yay, man!
So you want to be a top 5 pick? You know what I mean? That's just conceding to losses, bro. You know what I mean? I want these dudes to play good, bro. But I'm just not happy what we're doing in it. I'm gonna be rooting for my fucking team. Kickoff first game. I'm gonna be saying, "Let's go Raiders! What's up? Let's go to Super Bowl." That's what I'm gonna be saying. Eventually, I'm gonna say that. But I have the opportunity to talk about the bad shit we're doing right now, and everybody say, "Oh, give us some time." We've been doing that. I've been doing that shit for fucking 27 years, and we ain't did shit but a couple times that we're all fucking happy about. Well, back in 2016, how long ago was that? Fucking almost 10 years ago, bro. 10 years ago, I'm still reminiscing on that bullshit.
Yeah.
Let's get back to today. How we playing today, and then we're all happy that we get fucking lateral moves. Let's go. Let's go with these fucking same dudes. Yeah. Let's go. Let's win more games with that. The only bright spot we got is fucking Geno. And we got Max. You know, Max wasn't going nowhere. And Anna Butler was a good signing. Kuntz was a good signing. I'm down for that. I'm down for that, bro. But all this other shit that I'll give us some time, and I want to hear that shit, man. Yeah. You can say it, but I don't want to hear that. You know I'm not with that.
Yeah.
I'm not with that, bro.
Agreed.
Yeah. You can't say that. I ain't passionate about my squad when I want things to be better, bro. I want to see what the fuck? Why can't the Raiders go? We have so much money. We were bragging that we had so much money. Why can't we get fucking Stephon Diggs? We dropped down to Stephon Diggs, bro. When they were monsters up there, man, like T. Higgins and shit like that. We could have threw shit at them.
All complaining. Well, I don't say that we're complaining, but we did answer your question. And he did answer it. He basically stated that we can't make these moves. He's not complaining, but he's saying that most of what's going to happen is that we're going to end up having a draft like we've been having a draft every single fucking year to make these players develop. And none of these players have developed over the time that we have actually fucking drafted, right? So check this out. So then I said, let's trade for fucking players. We don't have the bread to trade for players because we've given up fucking 44 mil that we can't go and get these guys. So it's like we're stuck in a fucking loop. We're just stuck in a fucking loop.
What we did with these players being cheap and 21 million out of all fucking 6 of them or whatever, that fuck $21 million of us getting a good player. You know, I would rather have an all-pro fucking linebacker than the 2 motherfuckers we got. Who's not doubting me?
T. Higgins never going anywhere. Oh, yeah, we never said that, right?
It doesn't matter. At least try to go make an impression on them. We're not even hearing that. We made impressions on the coach, and we made an impression on Matt Stafford. And what the fuck happened with this big old Tom Brady is the man in the NFL? Everybody respects us. I ain't seen shit from this motherfucker. I ain't seen nothing from him. His presence ain't shit to me right now.
Yep. Then they push back. They're saying, then they push back. And see, this is what the thing is. Then the Raider Nation pushes back. Oh, well, it's his first year. Give him a chance. What the fuck?
Or rookie fucking owner,
come in and do all this.
fucking owner. Then why in the fuck does he have so much confidence in Tom Brady? Everybody has all this confidence in Tom Brady. Prove me wrong, bro. Prove me wrong that you're not happy. Well, he made a presence, all right. He made a presence. Jeremy Chin and fucking Orlando Roberts. What the fuck?
Check this out. We're gonna take off right now, man. I don't want to get ready to have a heart attack, and I gotta go to work early in the fucking morning. So check this out. So you guys go back and watch the speech, man. Just look at the players when he's talking about his sister gave him this coin, and everyone's kind of looking at each other like Nate Hobbs is over here whispering and stuff like, "Motherfucker, I'm out of here." It's fucking crazy, bro. Like, go look at the shit. It's like, man, it's crazy. But I don't.
I take Janty as six.
Go watch him, bro. Go watch Brady talk on the Raiders channel or whatever, whatnot. It's Brady talking. And they have everybody there, the whole staff, and everyone's, no, Brady's here. Yeah, whatever, whatnot, bro. Go watch that shit. Look with the players. Players looking at like, man, I'm just here because I just have to fucking be here. And then Nate Hobbs is sitting there talking shit. Some Raider Nation don't be. Okay, laughing.
Raider 9, what's up? I think Chip
Raider 9, what's up, bro? Chip Kelly will
have a big impact.
We're gonna find out.
It's gonna be different. The way he did he wants to run the ball, and he's very, very creative. So that's a good thing, dude.
Yeah, but also we don't have a running back. We don't have a running back to run the ball.
Hey, at 6, I don't mind trading. I don't mind training back, bro. But that's an option. You know what I mean? To get. If we're gonna do what I think we're doing, low, until I hear these guys saying, "Hey, these guys got to develop," and we're gonna be young. We're gonna be young out there. If they start popping some shit off like that, bro, then I'm gonna say, you know what? Trade down, get as much young motherfuckers as you can, and then we'll see what happens then.
Yeah,
then I'll say it. Then I'll hear it. But once you hear that, don't be cool with it saying, "Oh, we're a young team." Once you hear that, pretty much. That's the code for we're not going to be pretty good this year. We're having a problem.
We're still going to the games no matter what. I don't give a shit. We're still going.
We're going to have a problem signing our quarterback, because he wants to be here long term, and we're saying we're going to get Shador Sanders, and he goes, "I ain't fucking giving up my shit for that. I don't want to be here for 1 year. I want a long term contract, and it's too late for him to go anywhere."
I'm not saying that, bro, but like, look. One of the things that I'm learning about myself is I can read a motherfucker pretty quick. I can read a room. You know what I mean? Gravy knows that there's been situations where I told him, I'm like, yeah, I'm just trying to fill it out, see what it is. But Gravy's told me like, hey, man, from Jump Street, I kind of try to give people the benefit of the doubt. And that's the way I've been as far as being a content creator. I try to give my team the benefit of the doubt no matter fucking what. But when you turn around and you start realizing shit and you start looking at stuff, I'm not saying that they don't respect them. But you look at somebody in a different light when they're in a different position. When he's on the field, you got to respect him. You see what I'm saying? But when he's in a position where he's a rookie, he had to get coached up by somebody. He had to sit behind Vinny Testaverde. So now who's he sitting behind? Mark Davis? The only experience that he has with Mark Davis and the guy that's the team that he's with and Richard Seymour, because Richard Seymour is part of that team, is in women's NBA basketball on how to run an organization. But when he came in and he looked at and he said that speech, look at the players looking at him. They're just like sitting there, just like. I'm not saying they don't respect him, but yet
respect who? They respect Pete?
No, they're talking about Brady. So
they don't got a choice, dude. He's the boss, but you know what I mean. But I don't want to. He knows football, but no one knows. He can't sit here. This is his first year, but he's evaluating talent, bro. He's making big decisions for this team that are gonna piss us off or make us happy. And just me personally, bro, I could say in confidence that I'm not happy for what he's doing, because what he's doing and what Mark is saying is that this dude is making all the decisions for my team, right? So we can't say Spytek's fucking up. We can't say Pete Carroll's fucking up. We say Tom Brady's the one that's fucking up because he's making all the decisions. You know what I mean? Unless he comes out there and says, well, that's my take. Hey, I had input in it, but I left it up to my GM. You know, owners, you know, he's Tom Brady, but where's the fuck does that mean in the NFL now? You know what I mean? I'm just questioning that because he can't pick up nobody. Yo, he can pick up people, but if you think Jeremy Chin is a big asset for this team and Orlando Roberts is a big asset for this team and two special team guys and I guess Luby gonna be starting for the running back for taking over the spot. You know, you'll be happy.
We're ending the show on that. I gotta.
You want to be happy with that?
Yeah.
Super
Wait,
high.
are you going live tomorrow in the morning at all?
I got a week of 12:50 getting off.
Right. For sure.
I can go on for an hour. I'll see. I know I said that, and I love doing that, man. It was really exciting. But there ain't much going on. But you guys want to just talk? I'll be down. I got to see what's up. And plus, I got something coming up Wednesday. You know that, Lo. So
yeah.
Got nervous about that.
So we're gonna be live on Tuesday. Usually we're gonna go in live on Wednesday, but Gravy's gonna be. We'll talk about it on Tuesday. Let you guys know what's going on. But we will be live Tuesday at probably 6:00, like we normally are now. So man, you guys make sure come in and do that. If you guys been here for the first time, go to hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, so anytime we do go live, you'll get the notification. You can jump on and talk shit, and hopefully we get something better. Says I understand that where we are coming from, we want to win right away, right now. We want to watch Daniel Jones as my next quarterback year if Richardson doesn't get better. That's crazy. But
he's a Colts fan.
Yeah, Colts fan, yeah. But yeah, man, so we're going to be live Tuesday night, so make sure you guys tune in for that, man. Everything's on IG, Raider Nation Live __. And then we got Coach Gravy on IG, Renegade 420 on IG, also on YouTube. So if you go to any one of the platforms, Renegades, and on IG, we're all live on those at all times. So make sure you guys subscribe to all those channels. We're all one group, but we also do individual stuff, but mainly not. We're all in this one channel. So you guys go ahead and do that, subscribe and stuff like that, and we'll get into it.
Send us a shout out, man.
Shout out
get with us, man. See if we can check out your knowledge, bro. See if you be a guest or something. Vice versa.
Get with Gravy, or get with myself on Raider Nation Live, and we'll chop it up and we'll figure out we can get you on. We don't mind having guests. We love having guests. You know what I mean? So moving forward, man, we will be live on Tuesday and most likely Sunday. But you guys have a great week, man. We appreciate you for all the love and stuff like that. Hit that like button on the way out. Like we always tell you guys around these parts, don't drink and drive, and be thankful for what you do got and what you don't, man. And you guys have a good one, man. We always in the show on 3. You guys ready? 1, 2, 3. Raiders! All right, man. You guys be safe. Have a great fucking week. We'll see you Tuesday night.